backtesting. Every day I'm doing profile. Day 426.
H6, long castle.
Yeah, I'm watching Gotham chess on the side. I'm just gonna do my thing, backtest, and yeah. I can actually, and I will. If you guys want to watch with me. Wait, where is it? What? Oh yeah, wait. There. Let's go.
And the rest of this game I found quite impressive. So you think one guy castled on this side of the board, he's going to play c4, he's going to play knight c3, solid center, he's going to slowly build up an attack. Probably we need to leave our king in the center of the board. If we castle, we're going to get attacked. But if we leave our king, how are we going to attack? Well, first let's play a6, right? The knight is going to go forward. So now we go here. Ideas are b5, b4, queen a5. King is here. So obviously I'm thinking put a rook on the c file. The bishop comes out. Pretty natural move. Now I'm looking at rook c8. I'm looking at queen a5. Rook c8 is a very natural move. That's what Magnus plays. Jose plays bishop back to d2. Definitely respecting the position a little bit. The thing about the rook on c8 is that in the Sicilian defense, there is a very famous sacrifice. It is the rook sacrifice for the knight on the c3 square. If you know anything about the Sicilian defense, and even if you don't know anything about the Sicilian defense, it's an ancient thing that pops up all the time. Sack the knight in front of the queenside castled king, and after queen a5, everything is under attack. If the king comes out, you got knight takes, queen is hitting here, bishop e6, and black just gets a very, very rampant initiative against the white king, which is why Jose went here. But this one move is the worst type of hesitation, because now comes b5. This is how Kasparov used to win games in the 80s and 90s. I mean, he won Sicilians very much like this. Queen is coming, and then the pawns are going to join the queen. White goes king b1. Now we play queen to c7. Maybe not the best move, but queen b6 is also quite reasonable. White now goes back again, getting out of the way. So first he went bishop d2, now he's going bishop c1. Magnus goes b4, and white here needed to reposition to g3. And instead, he repositions forward. But what he doesn't realize is, even with the king in the center, this is a free pawn. And Magnus takes it. You cannot take here. You cannot take here, because I'm looking at this. So even though you get the knight repositioned, I go bishop e6, and I have very bad news. Then I go queen a5, and then I castle my king on the 22nd move of the game as I am taught, and we end the game emphatically. Knight to c3. A discovered attack on the a2 pawn with the bishop, a threat on the a2 pawn with the knight. That's mate. White's only move here is to defend like this, and then I just grab the rook. I just crash into your position, I take the rook, you take on h6, I take on a3, and 2 games now I have shown you where Magnus has the black pieces. He has just launched a more vicious attack against Jose's king than Jose could launch against the zone. Now, 2 more games, okay? The first one, very, very creative, all right? Extremely creative. And the second one, the inspirational one, all right? Second game is the inspirational one that I'm going to show you. First things first. When Magnus builds up a big lead, when he is feeling good, he's feeling confident, much like everybody, he takes more liberties. He is a little bit more creative than normal. So I'm going to show you a game right now which was nuts. This was a great... You can make a full video about this game. So Magnus opened up with a Scandinavian defense. He didn't just play Sicilian, he also played Karo Khan, he played Alekhine defense once. Anyway, he plays d5. Pawn takes, knight f6, knight f3, okay. Knight takes. Knight f6 is an invitation for a Portuguese gambit. If white played one of these moves, you would play bishop g4, but okay, he plays knight takes d5, okay. d4. He develops the light squared bishop. Bishop comes to e2. Go like this. He kicks away the bishop. He goes here. Magnus throws in this check. And now the best move in this position is king f1. So from the opening, it is Jose who is understanding the tricks of this opening a little bit better than maybe Magnus. Knight back to f6. Why are you able to get away with a move like king f1? Because you want to make sure this bishop feels stupid. You are then going to use the bishop as a piñata. But first you needed to go c5 to block the bishop's escape. Black would then need to play c6 and try to run away with the bishop. That is the best move. This is wrong because the bishop just retreats and white didn't get exactly what he wanted. So Jose needed to play c5 here. He didn't do that. And now Magnus is able to stabilize and get a relatively normal looking position. Pawn takes, bishop takes, knight here. Magnus not trading the light squared bishop, kind of being hit around a little bit. White on the pressure, castles, king to g1. Jose now invests 2 full moves into getting the king to safety. That felt a little bit slow. b6 is really bold, really playing with fire. White now can jump in with the knights. Bishop to f3 looks good. I mean, c6 has to be the best move. Just has to be. I didn't calculate anything, but it just has to be the best move. But okay, we play bishop to f4. Pawn takes. Knight into c6. Hitting the queen. Hitting the bishop. You gotta go queen here, right? Guarding yourself. In this position, Magnus sacrificed the queen. Knight takes queen. Rook takes. And what did black get? Black got 1 knight, the second knight, and an extremely advanced pawn. And after bishop to f3, attacking his rook, after sacrificing his queen, Magnus could have moved his rook, could have tried to save it, but instead sacrifices this rook to get the queen, and the second rook comes off the board. So in the span of, like, how many moves was that? 1? In the span of 4 moves, he sacrificed the queen and both rooks, both gone. You can't really call the rooks a sacrifice, but for dramatic effect, that's what I'm doing. So what the heck do we have going on? We have the surviving 2 knights and 2 bishops. We have a very advanced pawn. A pawn that not only is going to be advanced, it's going to be supported, and the promotion square will be protected as well. So black in very good shape. There is no back rank checkmate because of this. These pawns kind of cancel out. Black is better here. He plays c2. Jocelyn goes rook d4. Black is just much, much better, but it's impossible to understand why. It is virtually impossible. You have to prevent the rook from going to c4. You have to play b5. It's the only move to continue the advantage, and obviously this is a blitz game, so mistakes are going to be made. But had he played b5 and finished it off with knight b3, that would have been unbelievably impressive. Like, b5 is such a nasty move. The idea is that if it's attacked, you go knight b3, and the rook is stuck. Like, the rook, if it's literally trapped in the center of the board. Like, it's kind of sickening, actually. So maybe you have to play, I don't even know, rook b4 now, but then I go here. I don't know. Yeah, b5 is not just stopping rook c4. b5 threatens to trap the rook completely, which is... Anyway, Magnus went here, and then the game just became chaotic. Bishop went back, you know, they got into a time trouble. Magnus thought down to 8 seconds on the clock. Rook c4. Now Magnus is losing. Rook c8 check, king h7, losing is a strong description. He takes the pawn, Jospin sacrifices. Jose is now just winning the game. b5, but it's the Magnus effect. Knight back to c4, and Jose bishop c6, knight back to d6. And yeah, before you know it, here comes the second knight, here comes a sacrifice. And Jose losing this game on time in this position, 2 seconds on the clock. I mean, again, it is purely the Magnus effect. Like, in this position against me, Jose Martinez wins 9 times out of 10, and 1 time the internet disconnected. You know, so really, there is a degree of the Magnus effect here. You know, like, white is fine here. White is chilling. I mean, this pawn can walk up the board, but I don't know. But that was actually fun. It was a fun game, and it was a shame that, you know, b5, knight b3 wasn't spotted, because that would have been a crazy finish. And this game should serve as an inspiration. This was a very exciting game as well. This was a Philidor defense, completely ridiculous game. Check this out. So it was a Philidor. White quickly castled queenside. Magnus quickly went b5, b4, c5. Just an avalanche of pawns. Jose went knight f5. Magnus took, played d5 and then d4. total pandemonium. G5 would have kept the attack going, but now black wants to play knight d5 and plant the knight in front of the white king on the queen side. So knight goes to d5. You are threatened to take the bishop, queen takes, and then pin the queen to the king. That would be absolutely nasty. But instead we have knight e4, knight c6, solid development, queen a5, and before you know it, knight to c3. Now what's funny about this move is that, ladies and gentlemen, this move does absolutely freaking nothing. Nothing at all. Now, if you take this knight, you should play chess in a helmet, because you literally just help the guy checkmate you. But if you just don't do that, if you move your rook over here, ain't nothing happening. The knight takes, the king runs away, the knight can even come back. At this point you can take. At this point you can take, the king runs away. Pawn takes, you know, trying to get rook d8. It looks good, I get it. You know, rook d8 check. You can play king e1, queen a1, king f2. King has escaped. King could even go over here. So at this point, Jospin needed to invest all his efforts that way. He went a little bit passive. That gave Magnus the opportunity to play rook d8, preventing the knight from getting taken one more time. But still, there is queen g2. Jose played queen d3, and then walked his king across the center of the board. Magnus makes a mistake here. He should take, soften up the position, maybe promote to a knight. He goes here. He's on the verge of getting mated. Queen b3. Now suddenly white is just winning. The attack is completely extinguished. d3 check. The king keeps walking.
Gonna get some water. 1 sec.
Knight d4, Magnus goes here, sorry, Jose goes there, queen c3 would have been the best move. Now we get another time scramble, Magnus backs up, Jose is completely winning, f6 on the board, practically totally winning position, knight takes c2, the queen should go to a6, that's unfindable in low time, that's a much more natural move, knight e1, and now fe7, fe7 takes, and everything is hanging, he does that, he plays this move, Magnus 4 seconds on the clock, knight takes f3, move the rook, just bring the rook to the middle here, or take on d3. Okay, knight d6. Oh my goodness. By the way, both rooks are still...
No SMT down.
He goes knight d6. Magnus quickly just takes it. He's like, all right, I'm going to get 2 pieces. And suddenly black is completely winning. Queen d3. You can play knight g5, but that's a completely ridiculous move. Queen b2 is checked. That can't be bad. He finds it. Now you can back up because your rook is hanging. Yeah. Queen e4. Now we go rook d8. We go g6. Or we play rook e7. And we blunder checkmate in 2. Or in 3. And let that serve as a lesson that you can be the perennial best chess player in the world for 15 years. But even you can blunder a checkmate in 3. Granted, he played that move with 0.1 seconds on the clock, so you and him are not the same. But even that can happen. And by the way, he actually lost the bullet. Jose beat Magnus 5-3 in the bullet segment. He lost the match overall by some 7 points, I think, but it was a great showing for him. He put on some great games. He just played the best player in the world. What can you do? Magnus is back. He qualifies to the quarterfinals. He will face the winner of Fabiano Caruana versus Pragnananda. I will keep you updated, and once we have our semifinal set, hopefully we get Magnus, Hikaru, Hans, and Ferrugia once again. London, February 2026. If you're from there or you live close by and you would like to go, mark it down. It's already public information. And that's all I have for you today. Get out of here.
All right.
Bro, this ain't cool. This guy's 1387. Oh, it's 3 seconds. So we are gonna be playing some odds games. We're gonna play against Darks, who's rated 1500. I'm giving some odds. What does knight takes a6? That's not it, my man. You're supposed to take the other bishop. Okay, Darks just blunders on move 1. Let's play c3. Let's go here. Guard the pawn. Castles. Castle play rook e1. You must be a subscriber of the channel to play me, for anybody who's wondering. Also, the good thing is now the delay is shorter. So I actually, for title 2, I think it's 15 seconds. For this one, it's like, I think 10 seconds or something. Yeah, it's like 10. So we're a little bit less delayed as well. So it's all very good. Actually, now blowing on me too much. Okay, so we got bishop f4. Let's go queen d3 here. We got knight b8. Okay, let's go knight f5, hit the queen. Danny said yesterday he's going to play the after party. That's amazing. 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 So, all right, let's keep going. We'll go knight f5. Let's play g3 to kick the bishop, go d5 next move. But yeah, anyway, you guys who are back, so sorry about the slight issue. I guess when I started uploading it, for some reason my internet couldn't handle it, so whatever. So that's life. That's life. Okay, let's go e5 here, open up the center of the board. Let's take rook e5. There is queen d5 here to try and create a mate threat. He misses it. Let's go queen f3. Let's go. Could take and take. I don't like it. I'm going to play queen f4 here. Simply trade the knight for the bishop. Darks does have a queen and a bishop lined up with a double A battery potentially. There are some tricks like queen d5, but I think I still have f3 and I should be winning, but we'll see. Let's go f3 here. And take the bishop, go knight d3. Should be winning for me. Let's trade. Drop the knight back to guard the queen against the threat on the file. Go knight d3, takes. I will start the game automatically for anybody who's wondering. Let's go rook to e7, hit the pawn. You can play rook to e1. Everything looks very, very good here. Looks very, very good. Let's go rook e1. Force the trade once again with extra material. You're always happy to make the even trades for pieces like the towers or the queens. Go king here. Attack the bishop. I'm just going to slowly win this pawn on h5. Slowly but surely. So we got bishop d1. Let's go rook e1, attack the bishop here. Okay.
I think that's not the second time that I took 2 L's on a Monday. And I think I've seen that before, so let me count it. Okay, 2, 3, 3, 0. Oh no, wait. 2, 2, 0. 2, 1, 2, 2. 2, 3. 3, 3. 4, 3. 4, 4. 4, 5. Oh, I thought I had seen that before. Never mind. It's not that bad. But again, 2 L's in London session. I think that was somewhere before. Yeah, here. I don't know, man. At London sessions. I really don't like this. Hmm. Oh yeah, I was going for 2R. I don't know, man. Like 2Ls on the London session days, yeah, here as well. I don't know, man. Is there a pattern, maybe? These all look so bad. Yeah, nothing really to do about this. It just looks so bad, and it is bad, but just my model here. Look. Yeah, SMT at the high. Or no, we took the range high, and then we inversed. Then bearish onto a range low, it's not taken. Bearish onto a range low here, which is also all the way lower, so yeah, I'm just bearish. I see a reason for us to inverse here, and still we're going higher. Yeah, sometimes just annoying. 2Ls, 2Ls. Not so good. Ooh, something. Maybe. London session, I just take one trade the entire day. One break even, okay. 1L. Okay, and I did get a W after. There, would have missed a W. Would have missed a W as well. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, it's just hard. Nothing really to do about this. Yeah, there's just nothing. I don't know why, but I just don't really like London session. But yeah, it's still profitable, so I'm just gonna keep trading it, you know. Still all respecting the gap, very nice, yeah. Perfect, actually. Yeah, it was all good. Oh my god. Where's that first trade? Oh, that was here. Yeah, and it's just a valid trade. It's all just very valid. Even that tiny little SMT here. 429, 446, macro time. Okay, let me check what times I took the other trades on. I want to see. Alright, and then filter. Mordo. Visibility. Time entry. Okay. Also took the loss in the macro there. Took the L in not a macro and took the W Also not in a macro, or I did. Oh shit, against this maybe it's annoying to see here. No, it's half. That's not a macro. Yeah, so all not macros. All not inside a macro. One L, one W. Is this in a macro? Okay, this was in a macro. And then this L wasn't, okay. Okay, so far it's nice. Took an L here, which is in a macro, it's fine. I could count it. Altogether, macro, okay. Not a macro. W inside of a macro. I took the L not inside of a macro. Not in a macro. I don't know, no. It's not, it's too far. It's too far, yeah, how do we even say that? Reaching too far.
You're going to be the next player that I play against, so just make sure you're in chess.com/play, because I will automatically start the game. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start pushing this P straight up the board. Here goes the P. Here goes the P. I'm just pushing my P, and it's almost unstoppable. There goes the P. We get 92. Let's keep pushing the P. 94. I'll just sack. There's a nice little trick your pawn takes. So if I push, there's E3. But what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to... Oh, he didn't take with the pawn. I'll show it very briefly after the game. Whatever your username is, just put it here in chat, and we'll start the game with odds.
Breaks.
And maybe one of you guys will beat me. Who knows? It's possible. Definitely possible. So let's go queen to e5, maybe knight d5 next move. Just gonna end very, very soon. Go here, attack.
Bro, not trading this entire week.
Is there a checkmate here? I don't see a checkmate. There's no checkmate, but I'll just take with a knight. Go back, queen c7 with a knight anchored, should be winning. No actual mate though. King a6, I mean, I guess I'll go here. Still trying to find the checkmate. I guess knight c8 is one way. He's trying to elude the checkmate for as long as he can.
Oh man.
But I think the checkmate...
I don't know why, but I craving oof. Bro, I'm craving this. Oh. I don't know why and how. But man.
I mean, it's not going to be happening very soon. There's still no actual checkmate, which is kind of funny. Let's go knight d6 here, take the pawn. Let's tango queen b3. Okay, we get the win. Okay, so let's keep going. We're going to play Dan Fredenberg next. Actually, one thing I want to point out very briefly about this game is if black were to take with a pawn, after h7, there's e3 checking the king, and then you win the pawn. It's still winning for white. But what I would have done is king e3 just to stop the pawn. Bishop can't get back, so I just push the key, and I create a queen anyway. So, here we go, you guys. This is a complicated position. This, I believe, is a position where I'm way down. I'm way down here. Black has all these extra moves, and all my pieces are on their original squares. Very, very tough position to play here. Let's see what happens. We get knight c6. Okay, now basically what I need to do here is I need to find a way to open up the board so my pieces get activity. I'm gonna go B3. I'm gonna try to force this open here if I can. Try to force it open. I'm probably much worse here. I wonder how I lose. This probably is very losing, honestly, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Can take this one. I think what I want to do is I want to trade everything off. Actually, oh my gosh, there's Queen H4. Go G3 here. This is putrid. I might just be getting crushed. I might be getting actually just crushed here. Maybe not. We'll see if I can survive. You're in live, Tokenjin? Okay. Well, you'll be next. You'll be next, and then Dan Fredenberg will come back to you after. Very, very, very hard to play this position. Very hard. Can I play next? No, you guys, because the queue is very simple. We have 3 people who are... I'm playing PZ Ratnog, and then I'm playing Dan Fredenberg, and then I'm playing Tokenjin. Okay, now I'm starting to get some access because I have a nice diagonal to open up the bishop here. Now it's not so bad. Not so bad here. We get takes. I will take back. But now I take, and suddenly out of nowhere, the whole queen side is collapsing. In fact, Black's whole big black center is collapsing too, because I can take E3 here. Okay, Queen E6 is actually a very good move. Wait a second, what the... Am I just lost? Well, I mean, I've been lost, but... I'm gonna go King F1 here. So if takes, I'm gonna take and try to survive. This is problematic, to put it mildly. So yeah, we currently have 10 games. I mean, I've been lost for move 1, so I can't really complain. I mean, Queen G3 is the obvious idea to try to go for the lolly mate, but it does hang up horsey with the check. So it's not so easy. Not so easy. Okay, let's go Queen E1, stop the checkmate. Okay, so can take both ways. I think I should take with a bishop to keep the diagonals alive here. I think I'm actually winning now, so I'm up a piece and there's no checkmate of the king. But PZ Ratnog has played a very good game, actually. Very good game. Very, very good game. I'm getting like extremely... Don't worry, it's just a blitz game. No worries, no need to be nervous. It's just a blitz game. Okay, now I take with a queen, there's bishop d3, so I'm gonna take with a horsey. There's no checks here, so I should be fine still. I wonder if I'm actually winning objectively here. I bet I'm not. Because I've got so many pieces that still aren't in the game. My king is so close to being checkmated here. Yeah, bishop d... Well, bishop d3 is a blunder, so I can just trade the queens, win the tower. And now there's no mates right around my king. So even though I'm way behind, positionally after takes, there's no way to mate the king. The king has a safety valve on g2, so I'm just way up in material here. I have an extra rook and extra knight. Okay, we're gonna play the next guy. Let's try Tokenjin, and then we'll go to Dan Fredenberg.
My god, man. London session.
Go. Alright, so this position, I have what? I have all my pieces on the board, but they're all clustered, and my king is completely naked on the king side. So I have
3 L's in London session now.
So otherwise the pieces become super
Back to back.
active. I'm gonna go c4 here. Try to open up. I mean, I need some oxygen. My pieces cannot breathe. It's like a weird cluster of a ton of pieces. Let's go c5 here. I've just got this massive cluster that aren't in the game.
My god, man.
But if I can avoid getting checkmated, I am kind of trying to attack on the queen side too. Like I'm gonna sack the rook, or he's gonna a6 is actually a very good move. It's gonna take, and then I go like knight d3. I need to...
Oh shit, wait. Is it break even? No, it's not. What? Oh yeah, there's some tea there, but what?
Start unclustering pieces. If I can uncluster the pieces on the queen side, I can probably attack and win the game. But I need to find a way to uncluster. So let's go knight a5. Take. I want to go c6 here to fork the bishop and the knight.
Yeah, the only thing was, like, it looks good bearish, but we were still holding the gap bullish. So that's the only thing. Right, we were. Close at 4. Yeah. We were still holding bullish. Terrible, man. What is this? This is so weird. I think it would be an entry. Because this is still close below, and then this is still holding as well, yeah. So it'd still be bearish. Closure spot is now is at 420. So here I'll be looking at longs, but no entries there. Bruh. This price action is terrible. So weird. Ah, this is a trade. It is. This now as well, man. Oh, it will be 4 losses back to back. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. This has to be W. I don't know what to do anymore. Wow, wow, wow. It's the most terrible price action I've ever seen for my strategy. Oh my god. Oh shit, we have daylight saving time though. Wouldn't matter, like this would still be my kill zone, I think, but where's USD? Okay, wait. So there was daylight saving time, meaning UK clocks are backwards 1 hour, so the session opens. Oh man, does it open? So normally it opens at 3. Now it just goes 1 hour back and now it opens at 2. I think it was like that. Oh, then this is outside my kill zone. So not trading after 4. Okay, that's nice. Because 4:15. Or no, wait. Yeah. 4:15 is when my kill zone ends. This L, I still took that. Or I took a W at 2. This is where the actual London session opens at this moment. Okay. Would be nice if I took a W here. I don't know what my draw liquidity is, so let me go back and then do my analysis. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm gonna end the session now. It's 40 minutes. Hopefully I get a W trade or something. Because man, oh, this losing streak. London session, I already said multiple times, man, I'm not liking London session. Like most of my losses actually. 2 here, 2 here, and then another 2 here. That would be crazy. All London session. But again, still, London session is just profitable, counting it all down to other years as well. Yeah, man. I'll be back at the end of the session here. Thank you for watching. If you were, have a good night or a nice day. Thank you. Ciao.